Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I thought this morning I would have a little play in my napkin journal. If you remember, the last one I did was there. That turned out not too badly. I've got some baking paper in here just so that I don't stick my pages together and whatnot. I don't know, I peeled out, I've got tons of napkins in my stash and some of them, and this one was just one that I bought individually when I went out for the day. There were some crafty places and they were selling individual napkins and I saw that, I thought, oh yeah, that'd be perfect. So I'm thinking I really like that and I love the text and everything. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, because the other one I've picked out was this one. Now this is one that I bought, I think I bought it from HomeSense for Christmas. I thought they were lovely. I just love the colours. So I need to work out what I'm going to do. Am I going to like cover this more or less with, well not like that obviously, but with napkin, and then have that image on the top? Am I going to, I think that's what I am going to do actually, or the other alternative was to have pops of this, like little patches of it, maybe, and maybe keeping some clear area. I don't know. I really just like that napkin and I really just want to kind of see a big pop of it. If I'm going to put that on top, this has got to be affixed to, it's no good just peeling the layers off and putting that on top, because all we'll see really is this napkin underneath. We'll need to pop this onto some paper or card and then put it onto here. I'm thinking that might be the best. And do I cut? How do you do it? Do you cut? Do you leave a bit of the text around it? That could be quite nice, couldn't it? I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, so in that case, I'm only going to use, let's move that out the way. I'm only going to use a quarter of this napkin. So, oh, hang on, which way round do we want her? Let's see. She could go either way. Thinking this way. That also means that I do have 3 other dogs. Right, let's put them away somewhere and see if we can. Now, what did somebody say? Rubbing with a. I'm not sure if this is supposed to work or not. Somebody did. I did see it on somebody's video, and somebody did mention it, and wow, it does seem to have worked. It's certainly got one layer off. Oh, that is brilliant. There you go, a tip for you all. Thank you. I did see it on someone's video. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, but somebody commented on one of my videos as when I was ripping a corner to get into my napkin. If you rub it with a bone folder, or I guess anything, it separates it, and it really does. Look at that. Right, now the best way to stick that onto something is to get a piece of card or paper. I don't know if I've got any available here. Let me go and grab some. Right, the best way to do this is, now I'm going to stick it all on there, I think. So I'm just going to cut off the bit I don't really need, which will save me putting extra glue down. Right, so we're going to cover this with some Mod Podge. Let it dry. This is the matte Mod Podge. So I shall put some on here. I kind of want to go up to the edge. It'll be easier just to go over the edge, and then I'll clean it off. Want it right over the whole surface, let it dry, then place your napkin on, go to iron and put a piece of greaseproof paper or baking paper, that's what I mean, or something like that over the top, and then just iron it and it will seal it. I shall sandwich this between some baking paper just in case the glue leaks out onto my ironing board, which I obviously don't want to happen. Right, I think we're about covered. Make sure it's everywhere. There we go. Right, I'm going to wait for that to dry and then I will iron this little lady onto the top and then I will be back. Right, I'm back and you can see this has stuck onto the paper, onto the card really, really well. It's completely flat, there's no wrinkles whatsoever. And it's one of the best ways, I think, to adhere napkin to things. You could use that to make your own paper if you wanted to use a napkin to make some interesting paper for envelopes, all sorts of things. But I'm going to attempt to cut this out and I'm going to leave a margin around the outside because if I decide I don't like it, I can cut that bit off. But I think we will need to have something so that we can it stands out against the pattern. The other napkin is really quite highly patterned. So I'm just going to cut around as best I can. Oops. Something like that. Right, I'm going to put that to one. So I'm going to keep that because that could be used for collage or something at some point. Now, let's have a look at where we're at. Let's separate this napkin first of all. Let's see if this technique works on all napkins. It seems to. So I'm just going to give this a little it seems like it is pulling apart. It's my eyes letting me down more than anything. I can see that there's separate layers, or my lack of dexterity, should I say. I can't pull the things apart. There we go, there we go. Right, I think this is only 2-ply because that looks very, very thin. I don't think there's another layer of tissue. Let me move that doggy out the way because I think I'm going to do her harm if she stays there. Come on, there we go. Right, now the other thing I want to do is make sure the book's the right way up. Yep. Put that down. Now I think I am going to just put this on. I might even put the line in the centre and just cover it like that. I think I will. So I'm not going to worry about waste. I've got more of these napkins, so I'm going to just stick to that. This time I'm going to use matte medium. Could still use Mod Podge, but I will use the matte medium. There we go. Make sure I get right to the corners and right to the edge. Just don't really want flappy bits of napkin. Now, I might as well just try and stick that. I don't want to put it down there and then ruin it. Okay, so far so good. I will put more on here. I didn't know whether to put a little bit on top. I will need to put some on top, I think, but let's just get that. I think I need a little bit more. Felt a bit dry, a little bit worried because it's, let's try that. Oh, hang on a minute, just dropped my paintbrush, shouldn't keep it in my teeth. I've got stuff all over me. Oh, another top and pair of trousers bites the dust. It's a good job I don't wear anything decent for crafting. Maybe I should craft in the nude. Maybe that would be better. I could peel glue off myself. I'm joking. I'm joking. I do tend to do my crafting in the morning and then spend the evenings picking glue off my fingers. Even when you think you've washed it all off, you nearly always manage to find there's a bit that's stayed on. And I use a pumice stone, and I try really hard to clean my fingers off because I get all sorts of stain and stuff. But it's the yoo-hoo that's the worst. It looks like I've got a second skin. Now, let's just go up here. I thought these napkins were lovely for Christmas. Not your usual Christmas designs. With a, you know, not that I'm not anti-Christmas really, or Father Christmas or holly and stuff like that. It's just I quite liked. I like the Christmas colours without it really. It reminds me of Jesters actually, and medieval. Quite into that. Right, I think I probably should let that dry before I cut around the edges. Right, this is more or less dry. You know me, I haven't really got the patience to wait for it to dry. So I think we're going to be putting this on. I don't really like that white bit at the bottom, so I'm probably going to put it on either like that, where that isn't compromised by the bend in the page. I think that's probably the best idea. Because it's on sort of card, I feel like if I do that, I might have problems with it bending. I don't know. But something like that. What can I do? I'll probably go around the outside when I do, but I'm just looking for a gold pen. That's probably not going to work. That one might. I was thinking I could sort of doodle in some of these, not all of the white spaces, but some of them. So let's see what happens. I'm going to do it over here because if it all goes wrong, I'll put something over here. Don't really know what I'm doing. Oops, the pen's not great on here. Something like that. I'll do a couple of those, but we'll go. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I've just got a gold pen, and I'm just sort of drawing a slight sort of petal shape. In there. Oopsie. Let's have another one over here. like that. Have another one here. Maybe have a little play. Just drawing some diamond shapes. Nothing too fancy. Oops, I was going around the outside and then I forgot. Why didn't this one? I didn't go around the outside. This one I didn't either. Don't want to overdo it. Do another one. That'll do, something like that. Perhaps we should do something at the edge because I seem to have neglected it. I think that will do us. Something like that. Should I make that solid in colour? Seem to have made a triangle over here. I don't know if I can neaten that up a bit. Perhaps we'll have one here. Something like that. Might put a few dots in some of them. Try not to think about it and just do it randomly. A bit pointless doing that because we won't see it. Something like that. I think that's just helps break up some of those diamonds. I do like them, but there's a lot of them. Yep, that'll do. Right, I'm going to chop the bottom off this dog. Like that. I'm resisting the urge to go around the outside of it. I think, am I going to put it over there or is she too far? She would look better sort of like that, I think. I wonder. Right, I'm going to have a go at folding her so that she fits better on the page. I'm not sure about that bit. Something like that, because I think she looks a little bit better like that. matte medium her on. Plenty on the edges and on the fold. Let's hope this works. That's my biggest fear, that I suppose I could always add some more, a different type of glue if I need to, but maybe with the fold in it, it should stick down. I'm a little bit worried about it. If it doesn't stick, I'll get some Yoo-hoo and give it a go. It seems to be doing all right. It just needs me to. No, it's not. No, it doesn't like that. Right, Yoo-hoo it is then. Where's my Yoo-hoo? Here. That should do the trick, but we're going to have to wait for that. Right, I thought I might go around the outside with some, probably hadn't better use that now because that's got a lot of matte medium on it. With some gelatos. So, red, I've got black, I think that one was from Aldi or Lidl or somewhere like that, but it's the same kind of thing. I might just use those two. Oh, there's a dark green as well. Let's take a bit of that as well. Maybe we'll just have a play around. So be careful blending the green and the red together. So I'll perhaps put black in between. That might be the best solution there. There's some red. I think I fancy a bit of red along there rather than black. Put some red here and we'll put red along there, and we'll just join those with some black, keeping the three colours really, but try not to make brown in between. Right, now finger or baby wipe. I've got a bit of a baby wipe going on here. I'm trying to do the red first. quite happy with that. Put those away. I could always add a sentiment or something up there. Oh, that's nice. I've added some fingerprints as well. Look at that. Honestly, it's hardly surprising I've left fingerprints everywhere. Right, there. I must be careful not to touch the dog too much. I quite like that. It's just a nice sort of, I don't know, it's a bit Christmassy, but also just bright and cheerful. Bit of gold. I'm not going to add anything else, I don't think. I could put gold on the bow, but I don't think I will. I think I'll leave that. It's just such a lovely image. I don't really want to fiddle with it. No, I think I'm going to leave it. I could put, if anybody can think of anything, if you think I should put anything like words or something, I could do that. I do have an idea, but I don't know if I will do it. No, I'll probably just leave it. But if you've got any ideas, you think it needs something, let me know. But I really quite like it as it is. Thank you for watching while I play along, and I'm sure I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.